Hey guys, today we are going to be talking about yet another PlayStation fanboy. But this fanboy is actually an epic gamer girl.
Let me sniff that little pussy so I can smell all the failure.
We don't see a lot of those, and this one in particular is very upset about the existence of Xbox Game Pass.
Now, this topic in particular hasn't just been coming from Xbox dudes or anything like that. It's been coming from a lot of PlayStation dudes or neutral dudes, etc., etc.
Neutral dudes, aka normal people.
So, but yeah, I mean, it's just been really fucking crazy.
I'm sorry, but can we just take a minute to appreciate how good she is at this game? Like, just look at that skill. Her aim is on point.
Like I said, I just wanted to talk about it because it's been driving me nuts, and I've been seeing it on my fucking timeline for the past few days, and I'm just like, why are people like, why are they pushing this particular thing so fucking hard, and it's something we don't fucking need? So anyway, you guys read the title, so you already know what I'm finna start talking about.
No, I have no clue whatsoever what you are talking about. You say you are talking about a, and I quote, particular thing you have seen on your timeline. Which is obviously super very specific. I know exactly what you mean when you're talking about a particular thing. And the title of the video is why such a hard push for Xbox Game Pass. So what I've gathered here is that you are annoyed that people on your timeline are talking about Xbox Game Pass. And if that's the case, then that's really fucking weird to be upset about that.
And yes, Game Pass. I've talked about Game Pass on Twitter a lot. I've talked about Game Pass in several of my videos. But you know what? I guess I'm just going to keep on fucking talking about it because whatever. But anyway, so this conversation in particular on Twitter was about basically, like I said, it wasn't just Xbox dudes that was pushing this shit. It was also like PlayStation dudes and neutral dudes pushing this shit too. And I'm just scratching my head wondering why the hell are so many people pushing this so fucking hard.
By the way, I think with pushing it, she means that people are talking about it in a positive way.
So, I mean, my thing is, like I've been saying on Twitter for a fucking long time, and recently, if you just started to follow me or whatever, that Game Pass was something that Microsoft didn't just like come up with the kindness of their heart. Like they didn't just give you guys Game Pass because they felt like it, like they were fucking successful in the game department or whatever. They gave you guys Game Pass, okay, which when I said this shit on Twitter, it pissed a whole lot of people off. Like a lot of dudes. It pissed a lot of dudes off, and a lot of dudes try to say that I was triggered.
Yeah, a lot of dudes try to tell you that you were triggered, mate. A lot of dudes try to tell you that. Because that's pretty sad. You have a lot of dudes try to tell you. Okay, now please go on to tell us why exactly Microsoft made Game Pass, besides the fact that they probably just saw a hole in the market and realized they could make a fuck ton of money.
And this and that and which I don't understand how I can be triggered for basically telling you guys something that's already fucking common knowledge.
See, I can't really judge if this is common knowledge or not, or if what she's talking about makes sense, because it really doesn't. Mainly because she hasn't told us what she's talking about. She is upset that people keep pushing Game Pass, and then she told a bunch of people why Microsoft actually made Game Pass, which within this video she hasn't even said why she personally thinks they made Game Pass and why people got upset at her when she said it. We're only 3 minutes into the video and it's already such a clusterfuck. Okay, you can tell this is unscripted because nothing makes sense. Like this video you're watching, my video, this is unscripted as well. But I would never go on and rant about something for 3 minutes without even telling you what I'm ranting about. All I know so far is that this woman told people online that Microsoft made Game Pass for a certain reason she hasn't mentioned yet, and then people got upset at her.
Like we all fucking know why Microsoft came out with motherfucking Game Pass, because a lot of the fucking games that you guys hop on Twitter and cape about, and you know, you fucking put up against Sony PlayStation exclusives or other games or whatever, are games that you niggas ain't even supporting yourself. So it's just so fucking odd that, you know, y'all can hop y'all asses on Twitter and just be like, you know, listen it on your big fucking list of games, but at the end of the day, you ain't really fucking supporting the developer or the fucking game, which doesn't make any sense to me.
Okay, so apparently, according to this person, Microsoft created Game Pass because people were not supporting their games, as in no one was buying any Xbox exclusives, so they had to make Game Pass. Totally makes sense. So according to her, Microsoft was just like, you know, no one is really playing our exclusives. So what if we take all of our exclusives and we put them on a live service for $9.99 a month? I bet people would love to play our games that they don't want for $9.99 a month. Like, if no one wanted to buy these Xbox exclusives, then why the fuck would they pay for Game Pass? I mean, yes, there are other games on there as well, but the majority of them are Microsoft exclusives or indie games.
Because at least if I'm gonna be over here caping for Naughty Dog, I'm gonna be over here fucking supporting their games, and or Sony Santa Monica, whoever, you know, I'm gonna be fucking supporting the games. So I don't know, that's just me.
You do realize that by paying for Xbox Game Pass, you are also supporting the games, right? I mean, it's totally possible that you are stupid enough to not realize that people aren't putting their games on Xbox Game Pass for free. I mean, what would be the point of Paradox, for example, putting their new Crusader Kings 3 that just came out on Game Pass if they got no money for it?
But like I said before, yeah, I mean, Game Pass was not something that Microsoft decided to just give everybody because they were very, very, very successful. They gave it to you guys because they themselves felt like you niggas wasn't doing a good job at supporting the developers that they have acquired, which doesn't make any sense to me when you guys, I want to throw this in here real quick. Like, niggas, Xbox dudes are the most hypocritical, confusing bunch of fucking stands I've ever come across, my nigga. So these niggas, okay, seriously, leave me alone with this shit, bruh. Damn computer. So these niggas basically get excited when Microsoft acquire Bethesda and publishers, blah, 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 and they're all excited about exclusives and da-da-da-da-da, but these are the same niggas that gave PlayStation hell for having exclusives and, you know, buying exclusive third-party content or whatever when Microsoft are doing the same shit. It doesn't make any fucking sense. It's like, how can you guys fucking give everybody else hell about fucking exclusives, but here you motherfuckers are over here getting excited because potentially Bethesda's gonna make exclusive fucking games.
Okay, there's a lot to unpack here, but first of all, people that constantly say fuck, or in her case, say the N-word like every sentence, sound very unintelligent. Like, personally, in my most popular video, I say the word fuck about twice a sentence, and it makes me sound like a retarded 14-year-old. Second of all, I've never heard a Xbox fanboy say that exclusives are bad. I've heard plenty of normal people say that exclusives are anti-consumer, which they are, but hardcore Xbox fanboys, much like hardcore PlayStation fanboys, both think that exclusives are necessary for whatever reason, and they want to have the best exclusives. Also, by the way, someone who likes Xbox and prefers Xbox over PlayStation isn't automatically an Xbox fanboy. A fanboy is someone who feels like they need to protect a company from criticism, and like the company they chose is the best company on earth, like this person right here. And last but not least, Microsoft did not decide to make Game Pass because people weren't buying the games of the new studios they had acquired. That is just not true, because people were in fact buying those games. They made Game Pass because they realized it's a hole in the market and they could make fuck tons of money. Because, you know, it's a very good service and it's probably one of the best things you can buy related to gaming right now.
I don't know, that's just some hypocritical shit. And you guys really shouldn't even form your fucking lips to talk about anybody being a fucking hypocrite when you niggas have been hypocrites since the motherfucking 360 days. Period. But anyway, the whole Game Pass situation is fucking ridiculous, and it's even more ridiculous that there are so many fucking people trying to push this shit and try to make PlayStation fans fucking care about it, or try to say this is something that Sony needs to fucking do.
I would love to hear a reason for why Sony shouldn't do this. First of all, Sony is definitely going to do this because whenever Microsoft does anything that makes any money whatsoever, Sony immediately copies it. And also, it's just stupid not to do. Like, they literally, if they didn't do it, if they wouldn't make a competitor to Game Pass, they pretty much just hand an entire new side of the gaming industry to their largest competitor for no reason.
When at the end of the motherfucking day, we got PSN now. The only difference between Game Pass and PS Now to me
is that Game Pass is an actually good service?
Is that Game Pass, they get all of their fucking exclusives day and date, period. Sony don't do that, okay? It's just whenever the game gets pretty old and then boom, it's on PlayStation Now. It's whenever, you know, it's not day and date.
But you know, of course, there are other differences as well. Like, you know, Game Pass has more games. On Game Pass, you can actually download the games to your system and you don't stream them to your system. So if you have a shitty internet connection, it still works, unlike PlayStation Now or whatever the fuck it's called. I think the biggest difference is that people actually use Xbox Game Pass.
Because why would they need to do that? they're fucking successful. All of their games fucking sell, which is why the fucking $70 argument doesn't make any fucking sense, because you guys are sitting up here saying, well, I don't know why Sony is charging this much, and because Sony, a lot of this shit Sony can fucking do, because again, they're fucking successful. They're the most fucking, almost the most fucking successful gaming company, right? Gaming big publisher, like out there right now.
See, this is a very good example of how you can see that this person is an absolute fucking peasant. She will just kiss Sony's ass no matter what. She is literally defending Sony for raising the price of video games from $60 to $70 on PlayStation 5, and saying that it's totally acceptable for them to do that because they are the biggest publisher, which they aren't. Activision is bigger, EA is bigger, Microsoft is bigger, Valve is bigger, and none of these companies have done this. And I still don't see how PlayStation games being successful means that Sony doesn't need to make a Game Pass equivalent. If they want to compete, they definitely do.
So, I mean, I'm not saying they should do it, but, you know, they know that Sony knows that we'll support the developers, that, you know, we'll support all of their developers, we'll support all their projects, their new IPs, all of that, you know. Typically, we, you know, PlayStation fans are very, very fucking good at supporting new IPs and new ideas, you know. So that's why they can do all of this and take so many, you know, as many risks as they do, because we're very supportive.
Don't ask questions. Just consume product and then get excited for next products.
Yeah, man, it doesn't matter what scummy anti-consumer shit PlayStation does. You guys will just buy whatever the fuck they put out anyway. Very cool. Yeah, man, I can't wait to spend another $70 on yet another third-person action game with stealth elements and cinematic cutscenes, you know? I love how creative and original these PlayStation games are. They're all slightly different from one another. So for the last 3 to 4 minutes of the video, she just basically repeats what she's already said, which is Game Pass is only created because Microsoft exclusives suck and no one wants to buy them, and PlayStation shouldn't make a competitor service because PlayStation has good games and can charge $70 per game. And then she goes on to say that she tried PlayStation Now once and she didn't like it, even though PlayStation Now and Game Pass are pretty much nothing alike. But anyway, guys, this is the end of the video. If you like the video, please like and subscribe. If you don't like the video, please dislike the video. And I see you all in the next video. Bye. 10 out of 10 outro.